Hey, get your ass off the wall. Sorry, I'm multitasking. Give me just a moment here. Okay, here we go. Oh, gotta turn it down. All right. All right, so I'm multitasking, trying to get ready for my day here, and let me turn this down. All right. Okay. Sorry, I'm moisturizing my skin. I'm going to wait for some people to come in here so I can say what I want to say and let the words fall out. Hey, V from the future. Hey, Norma. Hey, Gingerlocks. How you doing? What you doing, girl? How you doing, girl? Hey, hey. Hey, Kimberly. How you guys doing? So today is a very special day for me. I won't say the other reasons, but it's a good day. And as I rub some collagen on my face, so I was gonna make a video, but I don't have time to edit it and blah 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 blah. So I'm just gonna spout my words out. Hey, classic computers. So I've been getting a lot of comments on saying, you know, birds of a feather, birds of a feather flock together, and you know, all sorts of stuff. And I appreciate people giving their opinion, you know, because I like people that they don't, I guess, or I see through flaws, especially in myself, because if I didn't have forgiveness myself, then I would suck and I would be pretty down on myself. Blather. Ooh, we could invent something new, Gingerlocks. Feathers and leather mix, a material like a jacket. Anyways, so here's my take on birds of a feather. It's real cut and dry. It's real simple. You know, people continue to say about Truthfully Trisha, you know, you didn't see this past behavior, or you're looking past this, or you're claiming you don't see this. Guess what? I don't care. You want to know why? Because the saying birds of a feather, when I hear somebody say, you know, no, people can't change, or birds of a feather flock together and blah, blah, blah. Basically, I wouldn't say that I'm like a super religious Christian. However, I do have a great relationship with Christ, and I'm the only one that screws it up when it does get screwed up. And I understand a lot of people, you know, they have different beliefs, but that's my belief. Christ is my Savior, and he's the one that continues to forgive me daily. And so when you say birds of a feather, if you actually are a believer, I would think you'd want to retract that statement, because basically you're saying that Christ was everybody that he hung out with as well, which were tax collectors, sinners, stuff like that. And Jesus chose to eat with sinners because they needed to know repentance and forgiveness were available. So that's why I choose to do it. And I'm a sinner myself. Hey, Mandolin. So with that being said, I like to follow in the footsteps of Christ, even though I fall down all the time. Those are some big shoes to fill. And, you know, of course, I'm never going to be Christ. But I like to be Christ-like, especially the more sober I get, which, by the way, today marks 6 months and 1 day that I've been sober. Oh, I'm sorry, V from the future. So, again, you know, lots of people, you're kind of wasting your time when you come over and leave mean comments saying that I don't understand Truthfully Trisha or this or that. I don't need to understand anybody. That's not my job. That's God's job. But with my heart, I want to continue to forgive others, including the people leaving mean comments, simply because that's what I need to do. However, you know, since it is my channel, I do have the ability to push that block button, and I have been using that block button pretty often lately, the last, I'd say 72 hours, because I don't feel like if you're leaving a mean comment that's leaving an open dialogue that's going to be respectful and nice, and I don't care to engage in that. Maybe in my drunk state of mind, I would have cared to engage in that, but I don't care to engage in that in a sober, clear state of mind where I have clarity. So there is one person that just continuously was like, they were treating my comment section like a live chat. That's how much they were commenting. So I believe I blocked them because they were just getting annoying. But, you know, to the people that are blocked, Here you go. There's my email. We can talk. We don't need to talk in my comment section any further. Because it honestly just kind of like, it doesn't ruin your day, but when you read negativity all the time, I don't understand why people would focus on the negativity of someone else that they don't even know. And then to get mad at somebody who just simply is trying to be nice to people just because, including you dicks. Stop being a bunch of dicks. Oh, are you new to be blocked, Deborah? Is that what you're saying? Okay. Well, you're respectful so far, so. Oh, it's not 6 months. Clean, it's 6 weeks. But thank you. I will make it to 6 months. Hey, Donna Booth, how you doing? I like her, Robbie. I'm glad I actually took the time to listen to Trisha. Hey, Don Marie, see, that's great. I think we should all take the time to listen to each other. Which, by the way, you know, to the people that continuously come into my channel in the comments and continue to say, you're not listening, Robbie. You didn't see what she did. I suggest that you listen all the way through to my videos to say that I don't care what she did. It's not that I don't care when people do bad stuff, but when I hear someone say that they want to be a better person from here in the future and they make mistakes over and over, that's fine with me, including you guys that continue to leave me mean comments. I'll forgive you, but for now, you're being a dick. Let's see what April said. Trisha blocked me like a year ago because I simply asked who her ex-husband was because at the time I didn't know. And she was saying so much about them and his ex-wife. I wanted to go check it out. Well, and you know, April, I've blocked some people where maybe on accident or I had a misunderstanding because it is hard to read words. But when people are consistently coming and they're like being mean to you all day long, sometimes you can misread a comment and take it for what it's not. Just simply because you're on guard because so many people are being mean, you know? Hi, Go Bobo sister. Takes too much effort to be a jerk. It really does. And the thing is, like, why? It's time consuming enough even having a channel, just doing stuff or even going and sitting in chats all the time. Sometimes I have to give myself a break because my neck hurts from looking down at my phone so much. And that's just from looking at emails or whatever. And you got to give yourself a break sometimes. So I can only imagine if you're using all of your time on the internet to do mean stuff, that's really going to stress you out and make your body really tense. So, hey, Maxie, how you doing? So yeah, I was just going to make a video, but I was getting ready for my day and I'm like, oh, just come on here and say it because I'm trying to register it in people's brains that they're not listening, that I forgive everybody. And I understand not a lot of people, like some people are just naturally unforgiving or they have their walls up that they don't want to forgive people. And that's fine. I don't judge you for that, but don't judge me for having forgiveness and an open mind. And your relationship with God, and that's not anyone here on YouTube, I guarantee that. Absolutely, Jen B. I retire from going lives. The fans were overwhelming. Let's see. I was never mean to her, but it's all good. Yeah, April, you know, but I mean, I can understand. I kind of can. Well, no, I can totally understand. I mean, if you make one statement or people see that you're nice to specifically, truthfully, Trisha, they like come after you and try to like force you to hate her with them. And like, I don't care. And the thing is too, when people break up or divorce or whatever, you know, of course, if it's on in public, people are going to take sides, but you know, I don't do that. I don't care to. And I guess somebody was saying that you know, since I'm a moderator on her channel, I know all of her behavior and I watch everything and I'm a liar. Guess what? Even if I have seen it, I don't care. If you make people angry, they're going to snap at you. I mean, you can't turn around and blame them and say, they're a horrible person because I said something mean to them and they said something back to me that was mean too. Oh my God. Well, don't be mean. Jesus. It's not that hard. And yeah, I mean, I've been mean to plenty of people, but I can say proudly that they've been mean to me first. And that's no excuse. I mean, I shouldn't do that. But the more sober and clear-minded I am, I'm not mean back. Sometimes. It's not once in a while, but I'm more clear-minded and have clarity. But A lot of the people that have been, leaving comments or coming after me the last couple of days, actually, the majority of them have been pretty nice. Just pretty aggressive, but nice. Like, stop talking to her. Go look at this video, how mean she is. Well, Molly Golightly actually was saying something really good last night. She was showing a life coach. And he was saying if people enjoyed their life, then they wouldn't be focusing on yours if they were happy in their life. And that's very true. Because if you're happy, you don't really care to make somebody else miserable or focus on someone else's flaws because you're content. But if you're not content, I don't know if it might be jealousy or envy or something, maybe you have something that those people don't and that they want. You prefer people who struggle and get to the point where they want to change. Yeah, absolutely. And how else are you going to get to the point where you want to change if you're not a dick first? That's why I'm saying even the people that are being mean, lots of them are being rude, but maybe they just haven't learned how to freaking deal with their anger yet. I don't know. I laugh so much watching your videos. I live in the UK, so you can't always catch the lives. Nobody is perfect. We all have flaws. I wish people would show more love. Yeah, it feels good. Feels nice to be nice. Hey, Andrews. When I'm mean, I just get a weird feeling in my gut and I just don't feel good and it's not nice. But I also understand a lot of people have their own problems where maybe they're lashing out or, acting out. I don't know. The thing is, I don't know. And also, not all of us know everything that's going on in our friends' lives, People say, your friend's being mean. How could you support that? Well, first of all, I don't really know the full story. Maybe I can hear them venting about it, but I don't know the full story. And half the time, to be honest, I really don't care. Unless it's life-threatening or their life's in danger or something, I'll be there to listen to them, but I just really don't care. It's really not my business. If you want to be my friend and vent to me, that's cool. Hey, DeRosa. The problem is that everyone is a know-it-all and think they know what's better for a person. They never even met face-to-face. Everyone needs to look in the mirror. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm probably the worst person that I know. And I mean that in a good way. I know that sounds weird, but I've made so many mistakes in my life and I wouldn't even call them mistakes. I've known better and I've followed through with bad decisions. So to me, maybe they weren't mistakes. They were just really bad decisions that I knew what I was doing was wrong. I just didn't care. Yeah, I'm live, DeRosa. Sorry, I'm just, I'm not on camera because I'm rubbing collagen on my face and shit. And I'm naked. Kinda. I once again have no clue what's going on, but I am always glad to come on and see. Hey, Andrews. I miss ya. Hey, Washington County News. Okay, DeRosa. I get mad, but then I stop and think 95% of the time it's not about you. It's about the person lashing out. Yeah, it's hard to do, though. Well, I'm in my underwear, Kimberly. Don't worry. It is. Once in a while, I'm like, okay, that's a dick statement, and I'll snap back. But most of the time, like, people, they want to say really mean stuff to you to try to get you fired up. And one thing I noticed, too, this has always been this way. As a believer in Christ, every time I do really good stuff for myself, especially sobriety or clear-minded stuff, like the devil tries to fog my mind up with anger or mischief or, whatever it is. Because the devil's a liar. But in reality, it's not physically hurting me. It's not doing any of that. So it's just the devil's lies. And I know not all of you may believe in God and all of that, but that's my relationship with Christ. That's how I know it is. A great gay man. A real gay man. A gay man. A great man. A real gay man. Yeah. But you know what? The good thing is, and I don't feel like God tests us to be mean or anything, but it's just like an obstacle course or boot camp. I don't believe heaven is we're all floating around in heaven being all peachy king. I believe we're being trained for something higher down here. That's why we feel pain and all of that stuff, because it makes us much more thankful when we get to the next level of whatever is in heaven. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty darn amazing. Just got to go through hell first, I try to keep my mouth shut. That tequila. Yep, loofah. No, I know. I get loose lips if I drink. That's One of the main reasons I don't drink, besides many other freaking terrible reasons. Why did Trisha cry in her stream? I don't know. I think just because she's overwhelmed with positive change in her life. The harder I try to do better and stay positive, the more I get backlash by the enemy. Absolutely. Me too. But the thing is, there's a reward when you actually don't hit back and when you actually like trust God. It's hard to do sometimes, but the more you do it, it's like, wow, if I would have just trusted God, things would have been so much easier. It's kind of like the desert, how people stayed in the desert for 40 years? They could have had a shortcut, but they were just whining and complaining. Thank you, DeRosa. Robbie, I will take you on the path of eternal life. Sounds good to me. Which way do I go, right or left? Straight or narrow? Straight and narrow. But that's what I wanted to say. I was going to make a video, but I didn't have time. And when you do that, it takes forever to upload. So I just wanted to say that to the people that continue commenting and saying, oh, you're not listening. I am listening. The thing is, I don't care to hear about negativity from somebody else's past. It's not my business. If someone's looking to stay on a positive track and be online in life and stuff, that's what I support. And if you don't see that, then, I mean, in my opinion, your mind is very cloudy. Maybe clear out some of that fog, huh? I've learned that the more that I try to ignore and just go with the flow, keep having faith, the easier it all becomes. Absolutely, yeah. So easy. And we make things so complicated for ourselves. Before I go, I'll say this. This is the way I look at it. I feel like life is like we're babies being bounced and sitting on God's lap, and we're just not sitting still. And if we just sit still, he's holding us and everything will be okay. But we like to bounce and jump and fall off his lap and do all this stuff. If we just sit still, then you're not going to fall and bonk your head, and he's not going to have to pick you up. But I guarantee when you do fall and bonk your head, he will pick you back up because he's done it to me 1,000,000 times over. Oh, and that's what I was saying the other day on Molly Golightly's panel. One of the main reasons I like to forgive people is because I had a really good friend named Katrina back in 2012. It was right before my 30th birthday, and she was very depressed. And I, after a while, was like, God, she's annoying. I started talking shit behind her back. I was listening to rumors about her, and I just kind of stopped talking to her. And one day I was getting in the shower, and the window to the bathroom was in the front of the house. And I saw her car outside, and I was like, hi. And she's like, Robbie, will you please come down here and just give me a hug? Ugh. I rolled my eyes. I was like, what's this drama queen going to say now? What's she crying about now? I throw some clothes on. I go down. I give her a hug. Listen to her sob story. Judge her in my head. I'm like, God, this bitch is never going to get her shit together, ever. Walked away judging her, talking shit behind her back. A couple days later, she blew her brains out with her ex-boyfriend's gun. So I feel like maybe if I would have been a little bit more understanding, yeah, she annoyed the shit out of me. Over and over. She made the same mistakes over and over and over again. And I'm like, I'm done. I don't care to help her anymore. Screw it. And now she's dead. I spent my 30th birthday at her funeral. So if you want to call me a bad person for supporting somebody who makes mistakes over and over, including myself, or you want to say I'm a terrible person for doing that, maybe you should remember that story and know that not everybody thinks like you. And some people are a little bit more forgiving and a little bit more understanding from certain things that they've gone through in their life. Thank you, Sully. At age 12, my doctor put his finger up my bum and that scared me for life. I can imagine. I mean, that would be traumatizing. Jesus, DeRosa. Yeah. Hey, Andrews. But so remember that. And clearly, if you continue to leave comments like you do, then you're not listening. Because people continue to leave comments say, you're not listening to us. You need to hate Trisha with us. Well, listen to my side too. I'm listening to yours. The thing is, I don't care about your negativity. Maybe you should throw a little positivity in your life. Go buy a frickin' ice cream cone. Go ride a water ride before the weather starts getting cold. Go have amazing sex with a beautiful person, whether it's a stranger or your husband or your wife or your brusband or your whatever. Who cares? Go do something good for yourself. Lift your head up and stop being so negative. That's all I got to say. I hope you guys have a really good Sunday. Exactly, Sully. They do. Everyone does make mistakes. Molly girl, you're not a terrible person. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't want that. Been up and down. Try to reflect on my life and improve myself. make myself a better human being. Feels good. It does feel good. And you know what? It hurts getting there, Lady K, but it feels really good once you do. Hey, Delusion Dispeller. Delusion Dispeller has a beautiful new video on her channel. You guys should go check it out. She recorded a song and asked me to edit some of the cartoons in there with her, and it's adorable. She's adorable. It's from the musical South Pacific. I love you too, Kimberly. Can I understand the words that are coming out of your mouth? You're still talking about the bum, DeRosa? Okay, guys. Again, to the really mean people that like to continue to leave mean comments that have been blocked, forward them to my email. Thank you. 10-4. 10-4? Okay, guys. Have a good one. I'll talk to you later.